I have always wanted a Bastia, and this is a coin purse, and it opens up and it says Hermes, Paris, made in France. Hey guys, it's Tamika Lynn. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, and if you're returning, I do appreciate the support. In my last video, we talked about my very first experience at the Hermes store, and I showed you guys what I purchased. I bought this beautiful little Bastia coin purse. I'm gonna link that video somewhere up here. I also bought some fragrances that I thought smelled really good. So between the fragrances, I bought like something for myself, one for my husband, and then, you know, my little coin purse. So very first experience was awesome. I enjoyed my time in the store. The SA, the sales associate, was extremely nice. She was super friendly and very, very helpful. So please go back and take a look at that video. During that video, I also alluded to the fact that I had ordered something, a purse, while I was at the store. So this is officially part 2. While I was at the store, although I had went in for this one little item that I bought, I had taken a tour of the store. She kind of showed us around. She showed us the different levels. We looked at their ready to wear. We were in the shoe department. They had a small section for baby items. Then the top floor was their purses and their SLGs. We also looked at like their blankets, their twillies, their scarves. I mean, we just looked at the whole entire store. She was very, very patient. Really took her time to kind of explain the brand, the different items we were looking at. So I was very appreciative of that. So during that little preview of the store, there was a purse that I saw. And so I asked her about it and we started talking about it. It was a really good size, in my opinion. I thought that the size would work very well for me, but it wasn't the color that I wanted. So there were 2 bags, right? One bag was smaller, one bag was bigger, but I like the bigger bag, but the color of the smaller bag, if that makes sense. And I'll pop in a photo of me in the store trying out the purse. And I was about, I don't know, maybe 6 months pregnant. I can't really remember. I think I was about 6 months pregnant in this photo, but anyhow. So in talking to her, I was like, you know, I love color. Like, I love Louis Vuitton, right? So monogram will always be my heart, right? But outside of monogram, I do love color because I like black, to wear black a lot. So I love little pops of color, whether it's like a handbag, an SLG, my shoes, I do like pops of color. So in talking to the SA, I was like, you know, I feel like I always see the gold. It's like a pretty standard color whenever I see you know, folks out and about, but I feel like the orange is different. So I would prefer the orange, right? So she was like, no problem. Let me see what I can do. So she walked off and like went to the computer to try to locate me one. She said that she thought she had located me one in Rome, but she would need to make some calls, and that if she's able to get it in, I should be able to pick it up in about 10 days. So we exchanged information. She took my phone number, gave me her card, etc. Sent me a text just so I could save her number, you know, and then told me once she had more information and had received the bag, she would let me know. So fast forward, about 2 weeks later, I did receive a text message from her, and she basically said, hey, you know, this is me. I've received your purse. She actually even offered to mail it to me because she knew I didn't live in Venice. Venice was like one of my favorite places because it was so close, right? Easy train ride into the city, but it was just always something to do. So of course, anytime I had an opportunity, I went to Venice. So I told her, you know, thanks, but no thanks. I actually would be out that weekend, so I would be more than happy to stop by the store because we were headed into the city to buy something else anyway. So we made arrangements for, you know, a time for me to stop by the store to pick up what I bought. So I get to the store she's still just as friendly as ever. She was more excited, I think, than me at my first handbag, right? So we go upstairs and she offers us champagne. I was pregnant, of course, but I was with my same friend, Mandy, and my husband had tagged along. He was like the bag holder for the day. So she offered them champagne and she offered me water, just all just sitting around talking. We were upstairs where the handbags are sold. There was also another customer that we kind of started talking to, and he turned out to be an artist. And he was in Venice for an annual art show that's done every year. And I want to say he was originally from London, but he participates in this art show every year. And so we were talking to him and my husband were talking. He was showing us his Instagram of some of his pieces that he had donated to the city. I mean, really interesting guy, really interesting art. Very, very nice. You can definitely tell he probably was a regular because he knew everybody in the store by name. And he was like picking up these different bags. He was more so looking for like kind of like tote style bags. And so he would ask everyone's opinion, and then he was like, yeah, just ship that to my hotel. But so you could definitely tell whenever he was in town, he probably frequented that store pretty often. But anyhow, we enjoyed meeting him, having a conversation with him. It was just a cool experience, just overall cool experience at the store, both times. So the essay comes back and she has, you know, my box, and she puts it on the counter, and it's wrapped in like, I don't know, like some type of plastic wrap. So she starts to unbox it, and I'll insert a video of her unboxing it. So as she's unboxing it, you know, she's ecstatic, right? She's like, oh, I'm so happy that I was able to get this for you. I really think you're gonna love it. You'll have this bag, you know, forever type of thing, you know, blah, blah, blah. So she's unboxing this purse, and she pulls it out, and it's just so very pretty. I'm so excited because for one, I don't own an orange bag until now. And for two, it's my first Hermes purse, right? So she pulls it out. She's like, here, try it, right? So I take the bag from her. I'm looking at it, putting it on the crook of my arm, you know, just trying it out. Then we kind of like discuss the lock that goes with the bag. So, you know, she explains when the lock is on, it kind of keeps the flap down, and I'll show you guys the bag in a minute, but I'm just trying to like get you to that point, right? So she, you know, gives me the bag. I play around with it, super, super excited about it, and I love it, right? So she's just more than happy for me. And I mean, it was just genuine. It truly was genuine. So the bag I'm talking about is this beautiful Birkin, and it's in the size 22. And I've kept it stuffed. I haven't carried it yet, so she's still in a brand new condition, but she's so beautiful. She has 4 feet at the bottom. And then the little strap I was telling you guys about, this is the strap, right? So you put it through here, and there is a lock that goes right here to kind of, the weight holds down the strap so that it stays open. As I said, I've kept it stuffed. I took it out of the box, and I've had it stuffed. I am going to order a organizer for it just to help keep the bag structure. I think an organizer would do good in this particular purse. So this is the back, and then, like I said, this is the front. So the purse came with this little lock, if you could see that. And then the lock doesn't say anything on the front, and it still has tape on it. So I'll pull off it still has stickers on it, so I'll pull those underneath. It says Hermes, and it has some numbers. I'm assuming that has something to do maybe with the stock codes. I don't know, but and then it also came with 2 little keys for the lock. Okay, so I added the lock, and as you can see, it's so cute, right? It's just like the perfect amount of, I don't know, silver. But I love this purse. I felt like it was quite understated, but yet elegant. But I definitely will be getting an organizer. Now that I've officially shown it to you guys, I will start to carry it. But I will show you the inside, and I'll put the specs of the bag on the screen. But so the outside is leather. The inside is also, the inside is like this beautiful orangey color as well. It's basically the inside of the leather, right? And then the bottom it says Hermes, and it's the same leather that's on the outside of the bag. So I will put some information on the screen because I don't want to mess it up. Like I said, this is my very first bag purchase from Hermes, so I don't know a whole ton about the brand, so I don't want to like screw it up. I feel like I owe it to you guys to give you the correct information. But the color is orange, and I'm really happy that I went with it. So after we did the little unboxing, she gave me the bag and she asked me did I want to take a seat into the client room. It was basically like this little room that was off to itself. I really didn't even notice it. It was very, I don't want to say it was hidden, but you just, unless you were looking for it, you wouldn't have saw it, right? So she offered me to take a seat in there. And when I walked in, I saw this beautiful Birkin that was on display. And it was like this very rare purse. I'll insert a picture along with the information on the bag. But it was like behind glass, and I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. And so she's like, would you like to hold it? And I was like, no. And she's like, oh, no, you're more than welcome to hold it. And so she takes it out of the case and hands it to me. And I mean, it was stunning. It wasn't something that, even if I had the money 12 times over, it's not something I would buy for me personally. It's just not my style, but it definitely was a very beautiful, beautiful purse. So as we're sitting in the room, I asked her about a twilly because I thought a twilly would look really good, you know, on the handles. And so she was like, oh, absolutely, I can bring you some options. However, I think I have a rodeo that would match. And if I do, I would personally suggest, you know, you opt for the rodeo because we can always get you in a twilly, right? So we have twillies all the time. Rodeos are harder to come by. So she brought me some options to take a look at. I want to say she brought me about 4, maybe 2 rodeos and about 4 twillies that, you know, would coordinate with the purse. And I decided on, out of those 6, I decided on something. So that was the next box. And this one I didn't unbox yet or take out the packaging, but after playing around with it, I was like, oh wow, I hadn't even considered this, but it does actually look very nice. So I went with a rodeo. I thought it was such a cool pop of color, and I'm just gonna put it on so you guys can see what it looks like on. Hold on, let me get it right. She showed me how to put it on when I was in the store, but that was several months ago, so, all right. But, I don't know, gotta get it perfect. But I just thought this little rodeo was so cool, and the neon was just so different, right? I just thought the contrast was very, very nice. So after consulting with my husband and my friend, we decided that, yeah, let's do the rodeo. It looks nice. So I'll definitely play around with it. Not sure what side I want it on, but I thought this little thingy was so cute. And for it to actually be in stock and available, that was the other thing. I know that like bag charms, basically, people do collect these, and I'll show you up close. And it's all leather as well, but this is like a Hermes staple. So I was happy to be able to obtain one, you know, just to have it. And like I said, I thought it was a nice contrast to the orange. So that was the second thing I bought. So as we were sitting in the room talking, just chit-chatting, my friend was out looking at other stuff. I can't even remember what else she bought that day. And my husband was talking to the artist, right? So they're out just drinking their little champagne because I was pregnant, so I couldn't partake. But so I was in the room with the essay. So I asked her if she had any sandals in the color of my bag or some that might match, because since I was buying the bag, I might as well get a pair of sandals because I wasn't sure that I would, be coming back to the store before, we left, because we were prepping to return back to the United States. So she went out and brought me 2 different options, and I did go with one of those. So that's the third item, which is in this little box right here. So I had never seen these in person. I had never tried them on or anything because, like I had told you guys, that was the very first video, was my very first Hermes experience. So this was only my second time ever going into a store. But she brought me out these beautiful orange Aran sandals, and they coordinated with the bag. And so when I saw them, I was like, oh, absolutely. I would love those. So these are them. They're so, so gorgeous. I haven't worn them yet, but I plan on it. We're actually getting ready. We'll be going on our anniversary trip soon. So I do plan on wearing these. I do plan on taking my beautiful Pickerton with me. So I'll definitely wear them then. I will come back once I have worn these and give you guys a review on them. I've heard mixed opinions. Some people love them, some people hate them, but they're just so stylish. I think even the folks that hate them, they still buy them and wear them because it's like a staple piece for a sandal when you're speaking about Hermes. So I was really happy to get these. Now, this was not on my radar. Neither was the little rodeo, but in true Tamika fashion, I walked in and saw something that I liked, so I had to have it. So I hope you have enjoyed my little story time and seeing the items that I was able to get. If you've enjoyed this video, I would definitely appreciate it if you could give me a big thumbs up. Also, if you're not subscribed, please hit that little subscribe button, come back and keep joining me because we have fun over here. I do have several more unboxing videos coming up. If you have some items that you would love to see, if I have them in my collection, I would be more than happy to discuss them in a video. Just leave me some comments below. Do you have anything Hermes? Also, do you have a pair of these sandals? If so, give me your thoughts below. How well do they wear? I've heard some mixed reviews about that, but I'm excited to test it out for myself. I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and until next time, be safe.